Hey, beautifuls. Just gonna flick this camera around. Sweet, because I'm going to do some psychic readings for you and check in with how you guys are doing. How interesting after the huge energy of the weekend, and then the whole world is shifting energetically with the Queen passing. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal, hey? No matter what you thought of her, it's all pretty big on an energetic scale of, like, you know, when I posted that about, sorry, I'm just trying to make this sit right. When I posted about the whole family system changing, and yeah, like when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, like people will think I'm just talking about the family system of the royal family, and I'm like, I guess that wasn't what I was, you know, specifically meaning, although that's a big change for them, of course, but for the whole world. You know, it's so interesting, like the feminine rising energy and then the Queen goes and now a king steps in. It's all pretty big energy on such a big level. Like, it's so deep, like I can just feel the rippling out through the world of it ultimately. And, you know, when we really look at, you know, the structure of how that affects the world, like it's just, yeah, it's a big energetic ripple out. So, you know, and like I said, after the weekend, like after what happened in the weekend, I'm just sharing this live stream, you know, after that couple of days, like what did I say, you know, it was like Thursday through to, you know, Tuesday, like the energies were so strong, and you know, there's a lot of Luciferic energy around and infiltration into dream state and all sorts of things. And then, yeah, the Queen passing, it's just a significant energetic thing. It's big. It's big. Anyway, just wanted to speak to that for a moment. So I'm just going to share this in one more place, and we're going to do some psychic readings before I jump in with my clients. We did like a 3-hour session in Trust Intuition doing the sitting method today. It was so fucking powerful. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. It was like, and it was 3 hours. It was deep. We went deep and pretty advanced, actually. At the end, it was pretty deep. So yeah, like advanced psychic skills to the max. And I'm so fucking excited about what's about to birth, guys. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Let me share this and I'm gonna concentrate. So hang on, bear with me. Trying to like tell you all the things, and I'm trying to do things at once. Okay, let me jump back so I can see your comments. Okay. Hi, Destiny says, hi, beautiful. That knocked me. Fingers so tired after it. I could sleep right now. Honestly, it was very deep. Destiny was in there for our sitting method, like drop in Trust Intuition. Like, it was such, it's like the most advanced, feeling so tired after it. Yeah. It was deep for you, like what was coming up. I know you didn't speak, but I'm right there with you, right? And I could feel you. That's why I'm like, do you want to come on? Because I know you're sitting in this, and I got to jump into your messages after this because, yeah. Okay, so Jenny said the king signed on with the WEF agenda. Yeah, it's going to be interesting times coming up. Yeah. Nicole says, I'm so exhausted, I don't feel positive energy. Yeah, well, it's been big. So my live stream that I did the other day, it was big energy around, yeah, and I've been speaking about this a bit. So yeah, there's a lot of dark stuff, a lot of big stuff going on. Energetically, collectively, there's a lot of your traumas are being triggered. A lot of your greatest fears, the greatest, darkest traumas that you're buried in your subconscious, like that's what's getting like rattled right now. And there's actually a lot of earthquakes going on the planet as well. So it's like there's a lot of things are shaking up. There's a lot of systems that are collapsing. Hence, like, look, the Queen's gone. Like the whole new system structure. Like, of course, the structure stays the same in a way, right? Like it's just a shift in person in power ultimately, which is a big energetic deal, especially when we're going from queen to king. You know, it's like the feminine rising, but now a king's in charge. So it's kind of interesting on the flip side, right? Now, whether you thought she was a reptile or not is irrelevant to the fact that it's a massive change for humanity on a collective scale, and everybody's going to be feeling it. And then I feel over the next 6 to 8 months, like the 6 to 8 month mark will be when we sort of really feel the effects of it, I feel. Yeah, so huge shift. Yeah, huge shift in the world with the Queen's death. 100% it is. Yeah, Amber, definitely. All right, so mini energy update. Let's jump in for psychic readings. So if you haven't been to my psychic reading live stream before, please know that I will never send you a message. There's usually like scammers come and they're like, yeah, send me a message for a free reading. And I don't do that, okay? So it seems a bit weird, or you get a message or a friend request from me and you're like, oh, Hannah's, and then you'd be like, Hannah doesn't do that. Ugh, scammers, just block them. Just ignore it and block it. Diane says, there are things happening now according to prophecy. Yeah, there's so much I could talk about that right now. I've been talking about it with my friends and in my inner circle group. We've been chatting about it. And we were chatting about it even before the Queen's death, like just the Luciferic energy that was around. Like we've been having a big discussion in there about it actually. And then I was like sending them messages this morning and I need to go back in there and talk about it because I've been in live stream all day. But it was really interesting. I was just like, well, this explains all the Luciferic energy and like a whole nother big side to that. So yeah, maybe I'll talk about it on live stream if you guys want me to specifically talk about it. I just didn't think you guys would want to talk about it. But hey, it's a pretty big topic, so maybe we should. But right now I'm going to do live streams because that live stream will probably go for quite some time. And I've already been on live stream for 3 hours today in the Trust Intuition group doing super advanced psychic skills. And you know, and even though it's advanced, this is where we learn, right? We had some newbies in there for people who joined Trust Intuition just a few weeks ago, and like they're right there. And it's like when you're drawn to reality awareness, when you're drawn to Trust Intuition, when you're drawn into my space, you're ready to go deep, or you just wouldn't be here, right? You're ready to heal, you just wouldn't be here. Yeah. Okay, so let's do psychic readings. That's what this live stream is about. So how you do psychic readings, if I message you, if I friend request you, it's not me, okay? So, you know, delete the person, whatever, ignore it. The scam is about, it's not me, okay? If you want to book and work with me, send me a message and we can chat about it. My 21-day shifter program is open. I'm closing the doors for that next week. So if you want to work one-on-one with me, we do phone calls, we do psychic readings, we do the deep inner work. And if you just want to shift some shit that nobody's been able to shift for you when you're stuck, best place is in my 21-day shifter program. So link is in the top of this live stream, in the title. So, okay. So, for my psychic readings, you can type in yes, please, and I will have a list of yes, pleases that I will intuitively go through and see who I'm drawn to read, because I've already pulled some cards here. Scott says, still not sleeping or eating much and not hungry. Well, it could be many things. Could be many things going on there for you, Scott. Okay, awesome. Got some yes pleases coming through. Now, as always, know that I definitely won't be able to get to everybody, but I will do my best. Sorry, I'm getting messages already for whoever I'm reading. And just listen in, because there will be a message for you even if I don't get to you specifically. So I'm just letting these yes pleases come in a bit more. Okay, so Amber Thomas here. So Amber, your name jumped out at me. So Amber, I pulled 3 cards already. They've already come out. These sort of came out at the same time, but I'm sort of reading them as like past is entrepreneur, right now is be honest with yourself, and then in the future is cleanse and detoxify. On the bottom card of the deck is perfect timing. And I feel like, I'm like, have you just walked away from a situation, or are you questioning a situation? Is there something that used to light your fire? See how he's like lighting the flame with a torch. Is there something that used to light your fire, but now you're like, oh, right? These two came out together, like I said, but it's kind of like, this is in the past, this is here. And then we've got cleanse and detoxify. Now I feel like a cleanup of body, mind, spirit, physical life, etc. is going to sort of bring back the fire and bring back the ideas. Look, they're both orange, those cards. One's a light orange and one's a dark orange. And the orange, oh, Amber says, yes, just quit smoking and drinking alcohol nearly 5 weeks ago. Wow, that's huge. That's huge. So what was dulling your fire? Being honest with yourself, you've done something the fuck about it, and you're in it. I love it. I love it. It's the perfect timing. That's such a confirmation for you, right? Going through a huge transition right now. Yeah, because it feels like being honest with yourself, like when we're, you know, drinking, smoking, or whatever's, you know, going on for whatever addiction, right? Any addiction is just covering up the truth that we're not ready to face yet. Yeah, let's be real. Uncomfortable feelings and the truth. That's all it is. And so when we release that's been putting your fire out, hence, you know, the drugs and alcohol, is that what you said? And it's like, now you're being honest, because what happens when we release that is everything else that we've been covering up gets shown to us, and we're like, ooh. So it's a big recalibration, usually a lot of grief, usually a lot of pain, but it's a huge thing. And the sense that I'm getting, it's like clean everything up, which is what you're doing, right? But it's almost like, and reassess every area of your life. And hey, we're in Virgo. I know it's only spring in the southern hemisphere, but you guys, even though it's a change of season, and so it's a good time to look within. It's a good time to clean out. It's a good time to do all that, yeah? So yeah, awesome confirmation for you. It feels like, it's like, keep going. Your angels are like seeing you, like, hello, like you just got awesome confirmation there. Keep going. Like, and so really pray that gives you strength to keep going. Yeah. So that was for you, Amber. Now, because I seem to do that fairly quickly, I'm just going to go through this list still, because I know there's a lot of you guys here. And so, okay, so Kristen Amanda. Let's have a look here. And you guys can put another row of yes pleases in now. Yeah, so I'm going to read for Kristen Amanda, but put another round of yes pleases in, and we'll do this one next. Yeah. All right. So, Kristen, contemplation time. I think I remember a little bit about what's going on for you too. Oh, check it out. Okay, so you got contemplation time, Kristen, and then you've also got tranquility. So it's like, take a break, let yourself just like tune in, meditate on what you desire, and then also take a break, take some time out. Are you listening? I love it. Let's see what the next one is for you, Kristen. Oh, and wait. Just wait. Wait. So, and interesting, just like the cards that I just pulled for Amber, there's like, you've got, sorry, I'm doing it back front, green, pink, green. They're all heart colors, pink and green. But also like the other ones were orange and whatever was in the middle and orange. And now it's like, you know, such a balance of energies. It's such a reflection. So how interesting, like take time out, meditate on what you desire, wait a minute, just keep chilling out for a minute. You still need to get clear. This is a time for you to get really clear on what you want in your life. And this does tie in with that message for Amber, and it's like, it's a clean out time. It's a change of season. It's a good time to do changes. It's a good time for reassessing. It's a good time for, you know, cleaning out the closets, etc., preparing for winter if you guys are in the Northern Hemisphere. And winding down from summer, and we're just winding up in a way. So the tranquility, but the wait card, it just feels like, you know, it feels like you don't need to force things. You don't need to figure things out. You don't need to try and like figure it out. Just keep getting that message for you. Like get out of your head. Stop trying to figure it out. Are you hearing? Get out of your head. Like, you know, it's like, just stop. And it's like, whoops, sorry, I'm doing it back front. It's hard to see. So be in this space, right? If you keep jumping into trying to figure it out, then come back to this space. Yeah, come back to, need to take a break, right? Hand it over, So you could either write it in a journal. You can imagine God coming down from heaven or whatever you want to imagine, or your angels in front of you, and you're just like, okay, here, take it out of my head. I don't want to think about it anymore. You take it. I can't do it anymore. Like, just like you can continue, like every time you sort of think about it, okay, take it out, you know, like you take care of it. Angels like literally hand it over. It's interesting. So the bottom card of the deck is the worthiness card, and the worthiness card is know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. And this is where, you know, in the contemplation time, like, and it's interesting, they're both green on the ends, right? So it's like, come back into your heart, right? Now with the contemplation time, dream, meditate, journal, like, and I've been really pulling this back up in my, with my clients as well. It's like, you know, get back to journaling. Have you stopped journaling? Like, now's the time to really write your reality into existence. Like, we should be doing that daily, but it feels like, whatever you've dropped off the bandwagon, pick that back up. Like, now's the time. Like, and especially if we look at the monarch changing, yeah, it's, you know, moving into the king, moving into the masculine. It's like, ooh, like, even if we, you know, besides all the freaking world shit, like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that here, guys. Okay, when we look at the energetics of the system change on the planet right now, okay, all the reptilian bullshit stuff aside, like, you know, I know it all inside out, and I'm really not interested in it right this second, because at the end of the day, she's also a person. I mean, like, we're like, and they're like, no, she's not a I don't want to go there, okay? Like, let's just look at it from an energetic perspective. We're moving from a feminine to a masculine, and the masculine structure is like grounded in. The masculine structure is the walls of a house. It's the solid foundations. The masculine is what holds the space for the feminine to create and rise, right? So when we look at that shift on an energetic perspective, and if we look at the shift in seasons and we're able to really like, okay, let's do this, like, this is really a time to continue writing your reality into existence. Journal. Yes, you journal. You're in Transcendence Reality Society. You've got access to the journal prompts and the wealth activation codes. Like, I really work with those, and tranquility. And then every time you get back into this space of like trying to figure it out, like, jump back to here and write it down. Okay, well, I want it to work out like this. I now choose that my reality figures itself out like this. I now choose that I have the clarity. I now choose that blah, 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 right? Write it into existence, yeah? Because you're worthy to have what you want. And I want to say, don't go for less than what you think. Like it's almost, this is the dream bigger stuff that's been coming through with the archangels. You know, dream bigger. Like, why are you going for less than you deserve? Why are you just going for the little thing? Like, what, you know, like, if you really think about where you want to be in 5 or 10 years time, why are you not aiming for that now? Because in 5 and 10 years time, you're going to be going, oh, well, I should have aimed, like, oh yeah, I want to do that thing. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, you need to go bigger than what you think right now, and know that you're worthy, but also let yourself soak it up. Let yourself soak that reality up. Yeah. Dream a little freaking bigger, and everything else is sorting itself out. Yeah. Is what it feels like for you. Okay. Amber says, I'm in York, WA. Awesome. I thank you so much. I had a bad day yesterday and was asking for my guardian angel to show me a sign. Oh, so guys, I picked these intuitive. You want to talk to your angels a bit more? Because I talk to them too. You get the message, right? I love that so much. That's the best. Oh, that's fucking the best. That's so good. Oh my God. Got it. This shit's real. Stay with that. That is the best. That's just made my day. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I'll have another round of yes pleases. Give me a fresh list. Tracy says, wow, the 2 colors I've been attracted to today. So maybe that was the message for you, Tracy, as well. Those cards are definitely from me. Yes. Love it. Yeah, get back to journaling. I needed to hear that today. You're so very welcome. Yay, Emma, you made my day too, because like, you just asked me, like, angels yesterday, like, this shit's real, guys. It really is. The thing that creates miracles is asking and faith. And when you think it's not working, you need to stretch your faith just a little bit fucking more. Just a little bit more. Just like, yeah, even when you're like, I don't have any faith left to stretch. That's what creates miracles. Carolee Millard. This one's for you. Okay, so show the world who you truly are. Stop fucking hiding behind that big ass cloak that you keep putting on and thinking that you're not good enough yet, because you are. Let your beauty shine. And then unity. Oh, what's with these cards today, guys? We've got another almost like balanced color thing going on here. Oh my goodness, sorry. It's back to front. I gotta remember this mirror stuff. Okay, even though they're like, well, it's like green and red, green background, big red waratah flower, and the green on red hibiscus. I'm not sure what's going on with these balance cards. So, all right, so we got these, and in the middle is let your beauty shine. It's a big, beautiful rose. And then the bottom card of the deck is the first step. So it's also a pink. It's a bit hard to see. It's also a pink card, pink and green. So we've got pinks and lots of pinks and reddies here. Red base chakra, green is heart, pink is heart. Pink is also ear chakra. So pink is the ear chakra color. So this is for Carolee, right? Just bring in your name back. Yeah, so Carolee Millard. And so what's really interesting about this is become the true you. And I just feel like there's this thing of like comparison or not good enough, or you keep shrinking down because you're like, I'm not like them, or I'm not ready, or I haven't got my shit together, or I haven't done this, or like there's just something like, can you just stop? Like, I want to say like, you're good enough now. Like, let your true beauty shine. It says you are a brilliant example of God's love. Everything about you is perfect. Did you hear that? Let me repeat. Everything about you is perfect. You do not need, I'm not reading from card, I'm like, you do not need to make yourself better or whatever. And I'm also getting for you, Carolee, that there's something in your past that you have been, it's almost like you've been beating yourself up for. You're like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? And I feel like right now, and maybe there's already been a shift in it, and it's like you've sort of dropped that, or you've shifted, and it's like the answer to that is sort of coming through. And I keep hearing like, have compassion for yourself. Like, can you just be a little bit more gentle on yourself? Like, you know, like be like the rose and let yourself be held in there. Getting Archangel Mary vibes as well for you. So Archangel Mary is like the deep mother healing, nurturing, lots of compassion, coming into your true center, which, you know, it's like become the true you. And within that, it's like we're a reflection. So it's almost like everything is connected. So the unity card is you're spiritually connected to everyone through God. Use this sacred bond to heal your family, friends, and yourself. So everything that you do is connected through you. Everything you do is connected through God. Everything you do is connected in such a big way of like, it's almost like if you feel like you're not having effect in your life or going to help anybody like you are. And I'm just wondering, like, with all these sort of messages, like, are you thinking about doing a business? Do you already have a business? Like, do you do this spiritual work? I'm just curious because, yeah, it just feels like this is about, like, stop comparing yourself, and you are good enough and you can do it. So why are you waiting? Like, you know, and your past mistakes, they're never mistakes, but your past, you know, situations happen to make you the person you are now, right? So, and then because with the first step, it's like you can do it. And even though it feels overwhelming or you're not sure where to start, just do the first thing. I literally posted in my inner circle group this morning in the Transcendence Reality Society. I was like, you won't, you know, until you birth the first thing, you won't be showing the next thing, you know. It's like, you know, take the first step, but even though it doesn't make sense or you don't know how, like set a timer and sit down and just do something to figure it out, make the phone call. Like, what is it that you're doing, right? You know, just take the first step in that, yeah? Because you are good enough, and it just feels, and I'm just going to pull another card about the unity card and just see what other message comes through about that. I just keep hearing you're good enough. You're good enough to do it, you know? Okay, so open your arms to receive. It's a eucalyptus, and this is also the silver princess. This is about your life purpose. World energy came up on the bottom of this card, so you are feeling the world. So make sure you're clearing your energy, and maybe that's why this unity card was there. It's like you're connected to everyone through God. Everyone feels the effects of everything and everyone. If you jump into that sort of like fear or anxiety, like check that you're not feeling the world stuff, because right now you're being given an opportunity and it's important that you open your arms, receive, but you step through and embrace it because you're wonderful and the world is waiting for you to become the true you. Like, we need you, right? Like, a leader just died. Step up and become a fucking leader because we need you. It feels really strong. Right? Strong message for you, Carolee. Hope you're listening. Are you getting the message? All right, another round of yes pleases, please. If you want to work with me one-on-one, you can do that. My 21-day shifter program is open, but we'll be closing early next week. And that's 21 days where you work with me via Telegram. You've got me in your back pocket. You can ask me any question any time of day or night. We can have a chat. We can shift the things that you're stuck on, broken hearts, guilt, grief. I don't know what to do in my business. I don't know where to go. You know, if like I'm like a transition queen, I help you to get clear on your next steps. And then we can also do the advanced psychic work and psychic development in the group as well. In our 21-day shifter program, because you start to learn your intuition on such a deep level when you work with me one-on-one. So a link is in the title of this live stream. You can also find it on my page. So, okay, awesome. Some yes pleases coming in, and I'm just going to pop the link in the comments there for you as well. Yes, please. Actually, I'm going to close the doors on Sunday night. I just decided. So it's only 48 hours. There we go. So I'm going to close the doors in Sunday night. So just pop the link in the comments there. I'm going to pin this to the top. So Sunday night, I'm closing the doors to the 21-day shift program. Okay, awesome. These cards, who is this one for? Carolee said, everything you have said is spot on. Thank you so much. I have those exact cards. I love it. I love it. Just more confirmation. I'll use the same deck as you got. Right? Are you listening? Brilliant. That's so good. Okay. Who's this round for? Who's this one for? Okay. So Emma Paulette. This one is for you. So we have miracles. Miracles. I was just talking with a friend yesterday about miracles. Miracles are something you create, demand, and command. Oh my God, this reminded me of something I'm fucking bringing to you guys. I'm so excited about it. Okay, so miracles are something that you create, and this is what we're talking about stretching the faith, weren't we? We're just like, when you're like, it's like miracles happen when you stretch the faith. Right? Things in reality is created when you stretch the faith. Like, let's be real. You're different. That's why you're here at Reality Winners. Or you wouldn't be watching my live stream. You wouldn't be drawn to me if you didn't feel like you were different in some way, shape, or form. Right? Because you're different. You have a level of power and manifestation that you sort of like push aside and you throw out the window, right? Miracles are created by you pushing outside the boundaries. Because you already do that anyway, because you're a rebel and a rule breaker and you don't take no for an answer, because when you want something and you make it happen no matter what. That's a miracle. You create the miracles, right? Emma, for you, it's so interesting. We've got miracles. We've got new love, romance. We've also got Archangel Michael, and we've got soulmate. Can you please let me know if you're in a relationship or not? Because these are like all the relationship cards out of the deck. And then there's also serenity as well. So if you could just let me know if you're in a relationship or not, it would be awesome. Because like, what are the chances that you've got miracles, new love, romance, Archangel Michael, soulmate, and then also the serenity card? It's pretty special. And I'm also getting something about marriage, and I'm wondering if you are married or not. Getting married in a couple of months. Oh, that's right. Because as soon as I said all that, I was like, married. Like, they're like, ask about marriage. I'm like, okay. Getting married in a couple of months. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So miracles, new love, romance, Archangel Michael, and soulmate. I'm like, I don't think you were, but I'm like, were you doubting your fiance? Were you doubting your marriage? Because like, you know, you couldn't have pulled any more of the relationship cards out of the deck. I don't think there's any more relationship cards in the deck. I just pulled divine timing. No, I'm just going through them. No, I don't think there's any more relationship cards in the deck, right? I'm pretty sure you got them all. It's pretty fucking awesome. So, miracles. And so, it's interesting that I sort of stopped on this card at the start the longest so far. And I feel like if there has been something and you're just like, or if there's something about the plans, or it's kind of like reminding you, hello, Emma, you create your reality. You need to pull your power back and you need to like stretch this motherfucking faith out and like make it happen, because that's who you are, because you always get what you want, because it's something that you do, because it's you, and you need to like remind yourself of that power. And that, I feel like, you know, new love, I feel like this is more like that you's coming back, you know, like, did you lose that a little bit, you know, and like coming into a deeper space, like it just feels like something has greatly shifted for you in your life and in your relationship, and it's just like landing a whole new reality, a whole new state of being, a whole new reality of serenity. You know, like when I say serenity, like that feeling, it's just like, oh, something shifted, and like, oh, thank God for that. Okay, cool. Now we can like continue, you know, not that like not a breakup or anything, but I just feel like there was just, it was rocky, and I don't even know that it was rocky in your relationship. I'm not really sort of feeling that. Maybe it was affecting it a little bit, but I just feel like whatever it was, you know, he's like it's just shifted. Like it's just like, oh, finally, you know, like it's gone now. Sorry, I just need to. I've just got a pot of soup on and I can smell it, so it means it needs to be taken off the hot plate. So I'll just ask my daughter to do that. So it's like, I used to like freak out. So like I'll put something in the oven, right? And then I'll come in and do work and I'll get lost in my workspace, like time just disappears, right? And then like all of a sudden I'll smell it, and I used to like, what the fuck? And I'll like run out and think I burnt it. And every time it's just like cooked perfectly. And after a while I began to realize that when like I smell it, whether it's a physical smell or like I just remember it, like I'm like, fuck, it's like my intuition telling me it's ready. So now I don't freak out. I'm like, food's ready. Anyway, it's how we learn our intuition, right? Okay, all right. Emma says, wow, spot on. Okay, we got distracted by the food, so maybe it's got something to do with food now. I don't think so, maybe. The pot was boiling and it almost boiled over, but whew, it got taken off and everything's back to the serenity mode now. No, it's like a whole new level. Like maybe the pot was boiling and I, no. I create my own reality. I'm going to turn this motherfucker around and here we go. Like, and this is the new love. Like, I mean, like it's shifted to a whole new level. It's like, you know, coming up to that. Yeah. Romance. So we also create our reality. We create the romance. We create the relationship. Like I said, I don't think it was the relationship per se, but it was whatever it was affecting it for sure. So Carolee says, I literally poured my soup from the stove into the cup to have for lunch. Of course you did. Oh, what kind of soup am I making? It's actually chicken soup. We made a vegetable soup this week and my daughter's like, that would actually taste really nice with chicken in it. So I've made it again with chicken this time. So, and then we've got Archangel Michael, and this is where, like in this one, it's like what you're hoping for and what you're scared of. And this is very much around like, I feel like Archangel Michael was like, no. And I feel like he was the one reminding you that you create the miracles, you create your reality, you're the one that does this. Because like, hello, reminder, just if you didn't know already, but you guys are soulmates, so, you know, there we go. That's for you. All right, now I'm jumping off. I'm going to jump into my clients. So thank you so much for being here. Super love to speak to you guys again. Yes, seeing you live. You'll be seeing me live more. I'm wondering whether I should talk about a live stream about the Queen or not, but I'll tune into that because I actually wanted to talk about the dream state. I think I'm actually going to talk about that. I'll do a live stream over the weekend on the dream state, because it is something I have been talking about in my inner circle. Dreams have been very strong for people, and like the clarity of dreams, like the vivid nature of dreams, and then also like when they're not actually dreams and they're actually infiltration into the dream state, and how we differentiate that. Is it a different dimension? Is it like a convergence of timelines? Like, it's pretty deep. So yeah, I feel like I do want to talk about that at a point. So, you know, I could talk about dreams till cars come home. You're so welcome, Emma. All right, have a beautiful rest of your day, week, or weekend, wherever you are. Well, it is day, but rest of your day, morning or night, wherever you are. And I will say, this is the last of the week, so enjoy your weekend. I'm just going to sign off. I've been on video way too long today. See you guys.